Good morning, Canada, or should I say, the 51st state. The, the CBC is panicking again. You can smell it. Today's headlines: Trump mentioning making Canada 51st state in a private phone call with Mark Carney a month ago.
All right, friends, we have breaking news on the federal election. It's a new revelation coming to us this morning that underscores how U.S. President Donald Trump remains at the center of the campaign with just days until the vote. Now, the report is coming from our colleagues at Radio Canada, and it's about Trump's conversation last month with Mark Carney. Sources are telling Radio Canada that Trump talked to Carney about Canada becoming the 51st state. That is something we did not hear from the Prime Minister's office after Trump and Carney spoke on March 28th. And as he signed executive orders in the White House, Trump himself spoke about his call with Carney.
I've spoken to the current Prime Minister. He was very, very nice, I will say. Very nice. We had a couple of very nice conversations, very good. But I don't think it's appropriate for me to get involved in their election.
Now, that is the end of a nearly 2-minute-long answer to a BBC reporter's question about whether Trump had any prediction on the outcome of next week's election. Trump replied that he did not want to do that, but in an answer to a question about tariffs on Canada, he repeated his claims that Canada is not viable without U.S. trade. CBC's Janice McGregor leads off our coverage from our Parliamentary Bureau in Ottawa. So, Janice, walk us through all of these developments.
Yeah, and there's so many grains of salt here that we have to sort of apply liberally.
According to who? Sources, of course. No names, no proof, just the usual BS coming from the same network that gets nearly twice the funding that CSIS does. Meanwhile, the BBC, yes, the UK's media, randomly brings up Canada's election to Donald Trump. And conveniently, Global Affairs Canada happens to be one of their donors. Funny how that works, right? Here's what's real. If Trump had actually said that to Carney, Carney would have been screaming it from the rooftops. Another crisis, but guess what? You didn't hear it. And you won't find that clip because it never happened. They're just trying to distract you. Why? Because they're terrified Pierre Poilievre is about to pull the plug on their cash cow. The CBC isn't protecting Canada. They're protecting themselves. The question is, who is the government really trying to protect? Is it you? Is it me? Is it its citizens? Or could it possibly be they're trying to protect their own bullshit? And now the latest spin in the media, Pierre Poilievre is at risk of losing his seat. Not from the CBC this time. Nope. This is being passed around by a few of the other trusted outlets trying to plant the seed of doubt. But let's take a step back. This man is leading nationally, dominating fundraising and packing out rallies across the country. Yet, we're supposed to believe he's losing his own riding to who? A ghost liberal candidate with no name recognition? Come on. This isn't reporting. It's pre-election narrative control. One would call it a psyop for the politically naive. Check the numbers. Check the riding. Pierre isn't going anywhere except maybe straight to 24 Sussex. But here's what's next. In my next video, we're going to expose exactly how much taxpayers' money is being funneled into the media and foreign NGOs to push pro-Carney propaganda right under your nose. Follow the money, and the whole story unravels itself. Subscribe, share this video, and stay loud because the truth doesn't spread itself. I'll see you in the next one.